Hey guys, we punted the ball 4 times in a row.
Oh God, what's happening? Oh, another turnover. Oh, wait a minute. Oh dear God, they're lining up Brandon Aubrey for a game winner. Oh no! We're back, baby. We're back in contention. KC, Detroit, we're coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And then
what? Excuse me?
Man, you don't even go to Detroit anymore.
Wait. Are you telling me my Bears are not in playoff contention?
The Bears are great.
My Bears?
They've already beat us, though.
You mean my Bears aren't ready to roll? You see
What a
my
great-
quarterback, Caleb Williams?
Hey, they're actually, you know what? I'm rooting for the Bears, too. If it's not the Cowboys, if the Cowboys don't win the Super Bowl, I hope the Bears do. How about that?
Listen, young fella just got to get in a little bit of better shape.
I did see another linebacker get hurt, and I was like, oh, sweet.
Don't say that, Steve.
Yeah.
You can't get it that way.
I know. It's like, oh, man, there was a linebacker. Well, I can. You can't. You can't root for injuries to get Jalen in, but
Okay,
I can. Yeah, I was like, oh, man, he got hurt. Don't look too bad. No, hey, man, look, I'm happy. I'm rooting for the Bears, too. That's my – the Bears probably have a more realistic shot this year, so I'm pulling for them now that Jalen's on there. But
Your boy Ben Johnson got the offense moving too, don't he?
He's awesome. Everybody knew he was going to be awesome. That's why I was kind of mad when we didn't hire him. I was like, dude's going to be awesome wherever he goes.
Okay,
we made the right
Monday
call.
morning, Steve, where you want to start?
I mean, Monday morning. Listen, man, I was batting 100. I thought, I mean, listen, we had the soccer game went great. My Cowboys played great. My basketball team I can't wait to get to that. I mean, because they're about as good as you can ask for. And then the football team. Not a great day. Not a great day.
So if it bleeds, it leads, huh?
I mean, I guess. I mean, personally, I would rather talk about my basketball team who might win the championship because they are pissing an immense amount of excellence right now. And that was an awesome trip. But I think we have Jeff Brom today at 11 press conference. So I guess we do got to get a little football talk out of the way. Yeah.
Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
We're here, man. Listen, little overcast today, but that's all right. I'm ready to get to the game tonight. We're taking Xavier. Me and Charity, we're taking because I took Elijah Friday night. Oh, by the way, Marcus, I went ahead and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna upgrade these tickets. I'm like, man, we're going down. There was 50% off. And I was like, man, let me just so I'm like, oh, I can get like third row. I buy the tickets. We get there and I'm like, it's like front row. C. I was like, awesome. Like, dude, because he's like $100 like, it's great. And but I was so happy for Elijah to get to set up close and watch a game like that. I mean, we could hear him talking. You could see, I mean, you could see the quickness in the game and up close, and it was that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, it was. Let me start there really quick. Just with it was a really great night. There's a lot of Louisville fans got up there. It was probably 70-30. It was probably 70-30 Louisville. I mean, honestly, and it was actually a pretty good crowd. I mean, I don't know. I guess in my mind, I had just convinced myself that it was going to be basically empty. And it's like I saw myself sitting there with no one around me. And it was like, it was not like that at all.
What made you think it was going to be empty? You just didn't think Cincinnati was turned up?
Yeah, you're just like, oh, and it was quite the opposite. Like there were Bengals players there. I mean, it was rocking, dude. I mean, and Cincinnati was loud. Like their crowd was loud, and but man, it was cool. It was really proud moment because our fans were rocking in there, and just how our team won, and we'll get into the nuts and bolts of all that. But it was a great night. It was just everybody who made the trip and people who just watched the game on TV, like you could tell, it was a really great night.
It
and it was good to get my team away.
Connected. It felt like the people who didn't make the trip were just as connected as
Totally
the people
agree.
who did.
I totally agree. I think everybody that was overall, man, just a really, really a good feeling. I mean, and right next door, like Jarbo was saying, man, like you could see it was funny. I mean, right next door, there was that football game was 30-some thousand strong.
Really?
Over at Paycor. Yeah. I mean, it was, and the people in the stadium, like even the Cincinnati fans, I kept hearing them like, hey, what's the score? What's the score? Like, so it was kudos to them, man, because that game was a big deal.
Mm.
Yeah, that game was a really big deal. Like, you know how you think, oh, man, high school football, you know, we have Trinity St. X. It doesn't matter, which is a massive game, and they play Friday night, actually, in the playoffs because, you know, they got to geographically redistrict it so we don't get two Louisville teams in the championship, even though the winner of that game is going to win the state championship. So, but whatever. It was, but, man, it was cool, you know, like to kind of see they were all kind of, they were into it.
Yeah, good
I was like, kudos to y'all, man. Yeah. It was good. It was really good.
In the booth.
They want the boot. It was a pretty fun weekend.
It was.
You know, wish my Jets could have got it done, but they lost to the Ravens. So, you know, happy for
That's
Lamar.
what you were worried about this weekend?
No, I'm just saying. My weekend.
Worried about what the Jets did this weekend?
No, I'm just saying.
What if they had won by 100?
I didn't have all.
Did it matter?
I didn't have all my teams win. My secondary team, the Colts, had 18 yards in the fourth quarter and lost to the Chiefs. So, but it's okay. Arsenal won. Was happy about that. Basketball team looked great. It was a fun comeback. Tough first half, but a good comeback. Enjoyed Friday night. Had some great time with the family on Saturday. Football game, though.
Mm-hmm. It was not good.
Wait a minute.
That football game is a little rough, guys. Football game is a little rough.
What are we doing? Like, what are y'all talking? Nobody can bring me down after my weekend, so don't even try it. Listen, I gave you too much money line Maven money to make. Listen, South Carolina over Coastal Carolina, win 51-7. Utah over Kansas State, win 51-47.
Yes!
UCF
That's awesome.
over Oklahoma State, win 17-14.
Yes! Yes!
Michigan over Maryland, win 45-20. Let's go, Moneyline Maven. Iowa over Michigan State, 20-17. Let's go, Moneyline Maven. Toledo over Ball State, 38-9. Let's go, Moneyline Maven. James Madison over Washington State, 24-20. Let's go, Moneyline Maven. Wake Forest over Delaware. Let's go, 52-14. Let's go, Moneyline Maven. Ohio State over Rutgers. Let's go, Moneyline Maven. Louisville over SMU. Oh.
Boo this man!
That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
I even gave y'all 2 bonuses. Washington over UCLA, 48-14, and LSU over WKU, 13-10.
That was close.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna kill you over that one too.
Yeah, that actually almost happened. Well, if anybody was smart and they saw the injury report, they probably went ahead and flipped that Louisville game. It's like, I'm not
If somebody took that Louisville game off because I asked you to change one score, please text me and tell me somebody made money off of the 11 for 12 parlay. Somebody text and say you broke it up in half.
Well, I mean, WKU didn't win, so you can't really take credit.
No, I said that. LSU over WKU.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying WKU over
No, because
LSU.
you remember you scoffed at it, and I was a bit insulted. 'Cause
Oh,
I said,
yeah,
"Now,
yeah,
what?"
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
be careful with that one.
Yeah,
But,
that's right.
yeah.
That's right. No, you're right.
Somebody tell me you made money off of 11 for 12.
Probably not. You want to get to the phone lines? Phone lines,
Go
and we'll
right
just
to the phone lines, Steve.
we'll just go that direction. 'Cause there's a lot we could get to today. David, welcome into 939. What's going on?
Yeah, just actually, I guess first y'all were starting off with basketball, but the team plays tonight, right? Pat Kelsey's team
Yes,
plays
indeed.
tonight, right?
They do.
Okay. Are there any other games this week? Like, remember last year they had the Bahamas during Thanksgiving? Is there going to be something like that this year? Or what's the schedule coming up for, like, the next 2 or 3 games?
We do play Wednesday night, but it's just NJIT. And then next Tuesday, I believe, we play at Arkansas.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So it's not going to be like U of L basketball over the weekend like it was in that Bahamas last year.
No,
where
unfortunately not.
Right, because that was kind of fun last year.
It was great.
You know,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, having the Thanksgiving dinner and, basketball and, people kind of enjoying it. That was really fun last Thanksgiving. That was a bonus.
I totally agree. I love that.
I love that too, yeah, because it's kind of neat to, because, they're saying the football stuff is okay, but, you know what I'm saying, it kind of, the basketball is kind of interesting this time of year when they go to Bahamas and do that on Thanksgiving Day and the day after, and the winners keep going, and I guess we'll see some extra games on the ESPN networks this week. I guess what time do they start a lot of that today? Are they going to start like at 2:00?
I think
have a bunch of them going.
I think there's a few games around 1:00 today. Yep.
Wow. Okay, that's really the good thing about Thanksgiving week is having that extra basketball and things during the day and that. But I do want to say something about football right now. It's really kind of disappointing that losing 3 games at home when you had an 8-game schedule at home this year. I don't understand what's happened this year.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. I mean, and David, I appreciate the call. I think that's kind of the overall Saturday in a nutshell. Marcus doesn't really move a lot for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority there.
You said this going into the game though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't like getting beat down, but I mean, I'm injured. There's a lot of stuff going on. SMU wanted it. We can get to that too. The games you lost before that are the ones that will continue to eat at me.
Right.
The Clemson, the Cal. I mean, even sitting here today, I'm much more aggravated about those games than I am Saturday.
Let me ask you this, Steve. I was
not that I'm excusing Saturday. Let me be clear. I don't want to sound like that. Yeah.
I was returning some items to the UPS store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And man, I didn't know how cheap it was for them in the package. You know how you got to return stuff and you're worried about repackaging it or putting it in, do I have an old box to put something back in or something, right?
Yeah.
I was always going through the trouble. I didn't realize how cheap it was just to get them to do it. Shame on me.
Okay.
So anyway, shout out to UPS. But anyway, guy says, hey, I recognize you, blah, blah, blah. And he said, listen to the show. And he kind of was asking me questions. And I was like, well, let me ask you, what do you think? Right. Mm-hmm. And you know how you just want to give somebody a little quick, a quick volley to see if they're really locked in, like they say. And he said, you know what, man? He said, he's a young guy too,
Mm-hmm.
He said, Mark, he's like, I think that basically our big player, our Isaac Brown and our like skill position, we're masking closer to what we were the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
And the big plays out of Isaac Brown and Chris Bell early kind of masks our overall, potential.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like came down to it at the SMU game.
It's a great answer. I mean, honestly,
what do you think about that answer?
I think there's a lot to that. I think that the offensive line has not been great. Okay, and I'm not blaming them for everything by any stretch. I think they've not been great. And to that guy's point, I think when you have big hitters like Isaac, and when you have big hitters, I mean, it's not and again, I'm not putting this all on this.
No,
I know Nick's just dying. Nick's dying to cut me saying the only reason we've lost games is because Isaac Brown was out. So I know he is just dying to do that.
Marked it.
No, I could just see it in your eyes. But there's not a coincidence that you lose a guy like that and then you lose game. You haven't won a game since you lost him. So, it's like there's and the schedule we're playing now, had Louisville, let's live in a world where Louisville slips into the playoffs and they play Georgia or Alabama. I think a guy like Isaac in that game, you get neutralized because they dominate up front. Like I just don't think Clemson, Cal fired their coach this weekend. I think so. I don't think those teams, SMU maybe. You might lose that SMU game no matter if you're fully healthy or not. I mean, they're playing some good football right now. They're probably I think now with Pittsburgh winning, I think SMU's going to the ACC title game and probably going to beat Virginia and go to the playoff at this point. So, but I agree with him. Like, I think you beat Cal and Clemson. I really do. I think you beat Cal and Clemson if you have Isaac Brown. Because I think Isaac Brown makes a play or two that you just
it's my Coach Davenportism, man. One or two plays, man. One or two plays.
That's all it takes. Oh, James Madison. James Madison. He just broke one at the end and put the game away. I mean, our offense wasn't moving very well. he just took one. Virginia Tech. He just breaks one and takes it away. I mean, we were in some close. We didn't bust anybody all year. Outside of FCS game or a Bowling Green, but I'm talking a Power 5 team. We didn't run anybody all year long out off the field. And now, granted, I wouldn't trade beating a Miami or going to Pittsburgh and winning for a blowout game,
Right.
So I'm not taking credit because I want to give them credit for that too. But I think there's something to that, man, that just you have some big hitters, but in reality, the defense was good enough. Mm-hmm. The meat and potatoes of your offense were not. The quarterback, the line. I mean, you didn't get a ton of tight end production this year. I mean, that's
the meat and potatoes were not thick enough.
Yeah, right, right, and that's just you just didn't have it realistically.
That's funny. That's exactly how I felt last night, Steve. The potatoes were a little too thin. The meat was excellent.
Yeah.
But the potatoes were just thin. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, you got like milky potatoes. And it's like, I need a girthy potato, Yeah.
Right. That's exactly how. Look, the gravy was good, but it could have been thicker.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think that's why for me, I mean, I'm not really going to sit here all day and just go, oh, well, Saturday was a disaster. Saturday was this. Saturday was that. I mean, dude, you're playing SMU. They're playing well. We're missing a ton of players. I mean, it was not good.
Listen, they had a good. They looked good.
SMU looked good to me. Oh no, SMU looked really good. But the thing is it's just to me, it's a
culmination.
It's a season thing. Yeah, it's a season thing. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, and I'm not trying to tell you to agree with me on that. I don't know. I mean, I could be in a minority on that, but it's one of those things now where I just go, and I mean, we'll see.
Man, it's hard to play. Man, listen. You watch a guy like Colin Lacey, like you could see the chipping away of the confidence.
Yeah.
Almost per possession.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, if you can call it confidence, or I say confidence. I don't think they weren't motivated. I think they just kind of like I said, the final hits to their confidence. You call the short screenplay. Chris Bell kind of just, he knows he's about to get hit. He knows this play is going nowhere, and he just didn't look like he was confident even catching that ball.
Right.
And it was just like a simple, kind kind of looking tunnel screen, and I'm just like, yeah, they're not playing with the, they're not playing with the aggressive nature that's gonna, I mean, I thought you could see it pretty early.
Yeah, no, I mean, Saturday was one of those games where I don't think it was our guys don't care. I hate that narrative when people say,
I like Santa's arm.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, we only did it twice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was one thing. I can get frustrated at that a little bit. There was a point where I was like, Coach, we're probably not going to win this game. Like, what's the danger in just letting him air it out a little bit? Like, I don't know. Felt a little conservative on Saturday. I was like, okay. Like, what do we, come on, like,
Got to take some
I
shots.
don't know. Yeah. All right, you want to get to the phone lines real quick? Keep it rolling. Charles, welcome in to 939. What's going on?
Hey, I just I'm a little shocked, like with all the trick plays that we've been talking about with Braum having up his sleeve. Why we haven't utilized any of those plays when we've been close to winning games? I know we haven't had to. We've gotten we've been able to come back and win games, but I mean that's one thing that he's been known for. So it's like why haven't we utilized that? Why haven't we utilized that at all in some of these close games that we could have won? I mean, I feel like maybe his pride's gotten in the way. I don't know. Like he felt like we were going to come back in these games and win these games. I'd like to hear your take on that.
Yeah, no, Charles, I appreciate the call. I think that goes back to our point though, with the meat and potatoes. Like trick plays take time.
Yeah, listen, trick plays take time. Let me jump in here on this one, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a left hook is a counter to a jab. If you can't touch somebody with your jab, left hook is never they'll see that coming a mile away. You get knocked out trying to set up your left hook. If you can't establish any kind of distance, any kind of pace with your jab, which I think that's what it was. Like we couldn't even get, and everybody's up on the line. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
even a halfback pass type trick play, even it's just like we're not afraid of you running because your line is up. So we're not going to run up too early on your play actions. We're not going to, we're not going to, have to set. We can run. These teams are functional with their cornerback position. We feel like we can run with them.
Well, they ran a fake flea flicker last week or the week before, and Duke Watson turned around to fake it, and when he turned around, he got tackled. It was like I don't. Again, hey, I want to be clear. I'm not taking it off the staff. Like I'm not taking it off. Hey, we did not do a good job getting offensive linemen in here. Like I don't want any of this to be sounding like we're making an excuse for the staff. You know what I mean? Like we're saying, hey, money, there's going to have to be some decisions made because we got to get some beef, up front. Like we got to get something that we can't have this anymore because we're seeing you can't call an offense really well with a bad O-line.
Yeah, he didn't.
And that's y'all's fault. Like it's y'all's fault.
He didn't just forget how to call plays. You think he works less hard than he used to work?
Yeah, I mean, the dude looks like he's stroking out on the sideline. Like, I imagine this has been one of the more frustrating years he's probably ever had as a coach.
Did you see? We gave up a back shoulder throw, and it happened in front of Coach Braum.
And he started screaming at the guy?
Yeah. No, he was screaming at our player, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I just couldn't remember who it was. But yeah, he was like screaming at the.
I'm not sure though.
I think it was Mac because he screamed, and then when the camera got close on him, he said, "Please tell me how this keeps happening." I mean, he's losing his mind over there. I mean, and I love him, and that's why he's here. And he's here for the long run.
Because I'm like, that receiver, he made an excellent adjustment to that ball. He gave a little bit of a chicken wing push. Well timed, well thrown ball, back shoulder throw. He caught it. He made a play.
Yeah.
But just the fact that it was right in front of Coach Braum, it was like, oh man,
I know.
Tough break hit.
I know, yeah. It's just so. I mean, that's kind of my thing, man. It's just they. I mean, they have to fix it in the portal, or they have to fix it through recruiting, and they do got. I mean, they've got 2 of the top offensive linemen in the state of Kentucky coming in this recruiting class. They got the number 1 offensive lineman, the number 1 player in the state of Kentucky coming in this class too. And then work through the portal, and you've got to take some of these guys and develop them too, because I mean, I'm not one of those that, everything comes through the portal. I mean, some of our better players are guys that have been grown through the system, and that needs to also continue to be that. But
yeah, I'll say, like I said, as bad as I feel, I just know there's so many coaches with so much on the line. And I like the empathy in me says I understand why coaches say, go get me some 5-year guys out of James. I understand the heavier loads of the portal. And as a fan, of course, it makes me uncomfortable knowing I got to get everything. I got to fight for everybody in the portal. As a program, I like to see the guys develop, but as a coach, I would understand where you're just like, I need some dudes that can already that have me along the way. So, I guess I'm a little more portal happy than most.
Oh,
people.
sure. I mean, no, absolutely.
Because like I said, I just couldn't imagine being a coach. Like I said, if a freshman, if he can play, and I think he can play, I think I can get him out here. By all means, go get him. But when I'm playing against a guy who knows how to study film,
I know.
And I can go get a guy who knows how to study film already. Even if his backside or his upside isn't as much as this kid, it's going to take a couple years. I can just understand it. I can understand the fear of going portal heavy and the benefits of going portal heavy. But I tell you what, we'll get a reset, take a quick commercial break.
Let's
go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say we got one holding on the line.
Take the call.
I was going to say let's get that really quick, and then we'll. Jim Hill, welcome in, man. What's going on?
What's up, fellas? So I'm gonna look at this glass half full. We were right there. Obviously, this past weekend was a train wreck, but we were 7 points difference between being 7-3 and 10-0. And I think you mentioned this, Steve. Like a couple of those losses were without Isaac, right? Give or take a play or two with him in the game. Man, it's like you said, Marcus. Like Brom didn't just all of a sudden forget how to call plays. So, like, to me, it's kind of a concept where look at where we've elevated ourselves to, and we got to attribute that in some point to Brom. Like, we were in playoff contention. We were. Yeah, we're all disappointed. We got the brakes beat off of us this past weekend. And I think if anybody knows it as well as anybody, it's Coach Brom. I mean, he mentioned after the game in his presser, he's like, he's going to be tougher. He's going to get it fixed. Obviously we got next season, but let's keep in mind Briggs Cherry, this freshman quarterback we got coming in next year. I think he's the real deal. I'm one of those weirdos that's dug into tape and things and what. I think this kid is legit that we're about to have, and in Brom's office, that a guy at that position is what we really, really need. Obviously, it can make or break a season for us. So excited about the basketball team tonight, number 6 in the country. Going to rock it out here at the Yum. Hope to see anybody and everybody there. Love you guys. Go Cards, baby. Next year's going to be the one.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Good call. I tell you what, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll react to it. Keep on rolling. 9th or 9th of Ville.
Attention, Kentucky, looking for the best in Carhartt? Look no further than Shaheen's. We're proud to bring you Kentucky's biggest Carhartt selection all under one roof. From rugged workwear to everyday apparel, Shaheen's has it all. Jackets, bibs, pants, and shirts that work as hard as you do. Whether you're on the job, in the field, or just love Carhartt's iconic style, we've got the gear to keep you going. Stop in today and see why everyone's talking about our unbeatable selection and legendary customer service. Don't miss out. Visit one of 2 Shaheen's locations, 2604 Portland Avenue or 994 Breckenridge Lane in St. Matthews. Remember Shaheen's, Kentucky's Carhartt headquarters. Shaheen's, quality gear, family owned, always local.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at HuffmanBuysIt.com. Huffman has it.
Do you want to grow your business? ESPN Louisville wants to help take it to the next level. Let ESPN Louisville assist through the best sports talk, the power of local and national sports news, brand building and connecting fans through audio and digital elements, live broadcasts, and much more. Email us at partnerships@espnlouisville.com. That's partnerships@espnlouisville.com.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy from Dell Technologies. Bring projects to life with the XPS 16. It delivers supercharged processing for enhanced productivity and freedom to express yourself. Performance-class Dell PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors deliver a dedicated engine to help accelerate AI. Enjoy free shipping, Dell rewards, and expert support. When you get a Dell PC with AI, it gives back. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Tired of that squeaky, unreliable garage door? Louisville's trusted experts in residential garage door installation and repair. From the same family behind Schiller Hardware, serving our community for nearly 100 years, Schiller Overhead Door brings that same quality craftsmanship and reliability right to your home. Schiller Overhead Door specializes in beautiful, durable garage doors built to last. And if you're not ready for a brand new door, no problem. The Schiller Overhead Door can replace that old, noisy operator with a smooth, quiet system that makes your garage feel brand new. With winter right around the corner, cold weather can put extra strain on your garage door and its operator. So now's the perfect time to make sure everything's running smoothly. Schiller Overhead Door also offers commercial overhead doors, dock levelers, and commercial operators to keep your loading areas safe and efficient. Don't wait for a breakdown. Call Schiller Overhead Door today or visit espnlouisville.com/garage for your free quote.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut-rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590.
Yeah, what's up?
Check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempire.ky.com. Here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Residential shingle roofing and commercial flat roofing are two very different sciences. Shingle roofing is water shedding, while commercial flat roofing is essentially waterproofing. That's why you need a flat roofing specialist on your commercial roof. Roofing Solutions has decades of experience on thousands of commercial roofs, restaurants, schools, industrial facilities, shopping centers, all types of roofs, all kinds of conditions. And as a Duralast Platinum contractor, you know that one of America's foremost roofing manufacturers trusts Roofing Solutions with their most important projects. Roofing Solutions is your choice for your commercial flat roof. Call Jim McGraw at 502-741-0858. That's 502-741-0858. Or find them at roofsolutionsky.com. Roof Solutions is the solution to your flat roof problems.
then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Bow ties on SMU.
Gosh, man. I mean, maybe. I mean, the defense. I don't know. I mean, the defense was fine. I'm not going to jump on the defense at all. Like, SMU is.
They had like 24 points with like 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They did put up two late ones. So you basically had them on 24 points. Not a lot of offensive threat. So, you had them at 24, no offensive threats. That's tough.
Right.
That's tough.
I thought, I mean, let me bow tie it with this too. I mean, and by the way, our defense didn't give up a point in the third quarter. Like, they gave you an opportunity to get back in the game. You know what I mean? Like, they were.
Yeah, I had to watch it again to remind myself the flow of the game.
Right. I'm really not. I'm not ready to. I want to be clear on this too. I don't think I'm ready to throw in the towel on Deuce Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm definitely not ready to just. I don't know. I think some people might have watched that game and was like, "See, that's why the quarterback sucks." I mean, I'm really not ready to just say, and I mean, maybe not even this year. I don't know who starts Saturday. Maybe Coach Brown will talk, whatever. I'm just talking about going into next season.
Mm-hmm. So he did show. He did show you enough to say.
I mean, I thought so.
He might be a dude.
I mean, the dude had no. I mean, he had Duke Watson. Duke Watson went out in the third quarter. I mean, I pictured, okay, now with what Duke, okay, to me, and I'm not like saying I need Deuce Adams to start next year, end of story. But I'm saying, imagine Deuce Adams with Isaac Brown in a better offensive line.
Is Deuce Adams a
we're going to get
freshman?
weapons. I think so. Or a sophomore, maybe a redshirt sophomore. But he's got 2 or 3 years left.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I saw enough there, and like I said, I tried to project him next year with a good O-line, have Isaac Brown back. Like I said, receivers, I know we lose Bell and Lacey. That's the one thing. Brom's going to go out and get some really good receivers. I'm not worried about the receiver room, okay, ever. Deion Branch, Big Dog, and Coach Brom are going to find a way to put 2 great receivers out there. Right now, we're all worried, and next year you'll be like, oh, my God, this receiving core is awesome. But I project Deuce Adams out there, and I go, okay, if you're as good as I think you are, when you look at Brian Brom and Jeff Brom, and I know how good they are. I mean, they have a guy starting in the NFL right now. I mean, Jack Plummer got a drink of water in the NFL. I know they're good. I saw what they did with.
Speaking of drinking water, you're going to have to complete this transition. You're going to have to get a tea kettle, right?
Oh yeah, no, I've already started buying biscuits and stuff. Like, yeah, no, I'm slowly. I took Nick's advice and asked Charity if she fancied a shag. She actually did. So that worked out well.
You got one on me then, bud.
That worked out.
It's like speaking a different language.
Yeah, that worked
Jeanette
out.
hit me with "Are you mental?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah. Well, Charity just walked upstairs. I was like, "Okay, we're doing this." So it was, but yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying though? Like, I'm not ready just to put, and maybe Deuce Adams says I'm out of here at the end of the year. I don't know, but I'm not ready to give up on him, man. Like, I think that kid's got some talent. I didn't think he was terrible. And I know I'm just saying this because I know we're putting a bow tie. Like, I didn't think he was terrible Saturday. I thought we got a little conservative.
I thought, yeah,
with how we called plays.
We were more conservative than his play looked bad.
I love Braxton Jennings. Like, Braxton Jennings is probably a fantastic kid. And he runs hard. I'll give him that. But that was all the protection you had. Like, I don't know if I trust Braxton Jennings back there. But, I mean, hell, he might be who starts against Kentucky at this point because I guess we'll find out some. I don't expect Isaac to play. I don't expect Kewan to play.
But I also
Duke
don't
went out with
expect
another
Coach
injury.
I don't expect Coach to be honest about who's going to be the starter anyway.
No, as he shouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, we'll find out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what we're going to have there. I mean, Colin Lacey went down with an injury. AJ Green went down with an injury. I'm like, we might be running a skeleton crew out there Saturday, but whatever, we'll probably still win.
But at least we won basketball. So.
Well, that's all that matters. We dominated the basketball. And I'm like, so this is how y'all got through bad football seasons with Cal all them years. Because I was like, look, am I totally saying, does it matter? I'm like, does having an awesome basketball team help? Yeah, it does.
If I don't got
really
Colin Lacey or any of my running backs.
I'm not watching.
Stop lying, Steve.
I know.
I was catching myself from just stopping myself from lying.
Oh, I know it'd be great because then all week I'm going to turn this game into, well, y'all better win. If I don't have any running backs, I'm missing Lacey. But my quarterback position is up in the air.
That's what they said about basketball.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, like I'm going to be like, oh, well, y'all better beat us. I mean, for the love of God, if you can't beat us now, you may never beat us again.
What?
You heard me.
That's what, did I say we? No, that's what they said against us about basketball.
Nikki.
No, he said they.
I'm just playing.
Did I? I was going to say, I was like, wait a minute.
I know.
Wait a minute.
Let me jab and dig.
I know.
Listen, that's like a interrogation, and I almost had him. He was ready to
You almost Samuel L. Jackson'd him.
Yeah. No.
Go ahead and tell him where the third bomb is.
I know. You know what I was thinking? Look, Nikki, and then I'm gonna ask you for help. I'm gonna try to jab you. Goodfellas. When Nikki had your boy pinned up, and
help me come up with the reference so I can put you down.
When he said, "I'm funny like how? I'm funny like a clown."
Oh yeah, funny like a clown. Yeah.
He's like, "No, I was just saying."
Oh, and I amuse you? Yeah. What? I amuse you?
He's like, "I almost had you." Nikki, you were sure that you didn't say we.
You messed me up. I was like, wait a minute. Like
maybe I did.
Yeah, maybe I did. Like, cause,
let's get. I know y'all want to play tiddlywinks back and forth for a few minutes, but let's get Tino in here.
Tummy sticks.
I didn't know what tummy sticks was, so I just said it a lot, and apparently that's when two men take their, you know what, and hit it off each other's belly. So with that, let's bring Tino in.
Oh, that's how you play.
Yeah. Tino, what's going on, dude?
Hey, man. Yeah, y'all bring me in on this. Boogly. Hey, Tommy tickling and all that. I don't know, man.
Welcome in.
But man, it felt like Bobby 2.0 on Saturday, y'all. It did. And you know what? Oh, like the line, when the line did hold up, it was like, and I was watching it on TV, so I really couldn't see the receivers.
Sure.
But it was like he didn't have nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
So when the line's holding up, and in a Brom offense, he don't have a open receiver to go to. That means the receivers, did their little route and just quit. They just started jogging, like you know what I mean. And I don't think that's. Like I think what Marcus said earlier, it ain't that they giving up or they don't, they don't want to be here and nothing like that. I think that's just like, man, it ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And we got our backup quarterback and our running backs out and you know what I mean. I think it's just added all up to it, and I just think, I can see right now that a program like ours. When our front line, when our starters get hurt, we're gonna have a long drop off. It's from the first string lineman, the second string lineman is a huge drop off, and that's just part of we still behind the big boys a little bit in that aspect where they got backups that can come in and fill in for a few games or a few plays or whatever and not drop nothing off. But I just think that's where we at. But y'all hit it on the head. We have got to two things. We have got to get our front line the way it needs to be. Like we got to get our front line ready for for next year. And we got to have a quarterback that can go downfield. Like Miller Moss can't go downfield. And Brom's offense is predicated on going downfield, hitting the big plays, and being explosive on explosive plays, man. And we lost our home run hitter in Isaac Brown, and, you know, we lost our home run hitter in Duke Watson, you know. Then Kewan Brown, you know, he went down. That was our explosive plays. That was our home run hitters, man. And without those guys, man, it just is what it is, man. I think your better teams are the ones that's healthy at the end of the year, and that's who's going to win the championships and win the most games. Your healthiest teams, man. Hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all for letting me go, man. Happy Thanksgiving if I don't talk to y'all no more.
Same. Appreciate you, bud.
Listen, to Tino's point, one of the most impressive throws you saw was kind of like the little out, the little out route.
Mm-hmm.
And Deuce Adams threw it over, got it down in the sideline. But if you watch that play, he slowed up because he wasn't expecting the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He looked up and kind of was surprised and had to kind of dart 2 more steps to catch the ball. When I saw that play, I'm like, yeah, if you see that on film,
it was Dakari Collins, right?
Yep, it was Collins. Yep.
Yeah.
He
wasn't expecting the ball.
He wasn't expecting the ball, and when you see those,
hell of a throw.
Say that again.
It was a hell of a throw. Chris Hughes did it too. Deuce put the ball, and I'm not knocking Chris Hughes for this. Duke put the ball for a touchdown for Chris Hughes. Deuce. Deuce put it like Chris Hughes keeps running. He catches that ball and he goes for a touchdown, but he kind of turned and it was almost like expecting to turn and go up for it just to make the catch. And it's like, no, he put it where it needed to be.
Yep.
And again, I'm not knocking Chris Hughes like for that. I get it. It's like, no, it's there, man. Like if you keep running, I mean, Deuce Adams put that should have been a 60, 70-yard touchdown for there. I think Deuce is pretty good. Is he the quarterback of the future? I don't know, but he's good enough that I'm probably keeping him around and letting him compete.
I tell you what, Steve, I expected him for some reason to be a little bit faster.
Sure. However, Marcus,
I don't know why, Steve. Just something about him. I expected a little more.
He's light skinned. It wasn't
athleticism.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty clean cut. But however, Marcus, to that point though, there was a play where he rolls out. It was first down. He rolls out a little bit. Nothing's there. He takes it. He gets 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6. That would have been all year long this year. That would have been 2nd and 10, or worse, an interception. I mean, like he was not afraid. He opened up a new avenue for our offense where he could get a few yards, and I like that.
Yeah, no, listen, I did like that element. Like I said, I expected it, and of course I'm half joking, but I'd like for him to be quicker, But again,
no, I think all black quarterbacks can take it 80 yards. End of story.
You could just make that assumption, Steve.
Yeah. Why are you not running? Weren't you a running back?
Listen. Also, if Coach Brom is going to emphasize the big play, the pocket passing big play, you got to have the ability to make the big play. You got to have, if he blocks it up, you got to be able to deliver it downfield.
Sure.
With some arm strength. You know what I'm saying? For his timing to work or anything. I will say this though, man. I keep on having a flashback of when I done forgot our quarterback's name. What's his name, Steve?
Miller Moss.
When Miller Moss just ducked on those runs, or the way he just kind of crumbles on those runs where he's going to take a hit, and I'm just like, Coach could not have saw that coming.
We got Brom coming up, so
we're just
I guess
going to roll.
It's
through.
11.
Okay.
Nick said we have to break, so I guess we'll break. Coach Brom should be here in just a second, so you want to do that?
Okay, yeah. We can go break, and Nikki, Can you bring us back to the press conference?
Yeah, I can do that.
Can you take on that responsibility? Okay, cool. We'll get as many commercial breaks in here as we can, and Nikki will bring us back when Coach Brom is up to the podium.
Sounds good.
93 on the bill.
This is Nathan Huber with ESPN Louisville. As a sports official, I'm always on my feet. I suffered with severe pain in my left foot for 2 years. Having been misdiagnosed by 2 other podiatrists, I was frustrated and not sure where to turn. I was fortunate to find Dr. Patel and his great team at New Horizon Foot and Ankle. On my first visit, Dr. Patel correctly identified my issue and started treatment that day. Thanks to his expertise, I am back on the field stronger than ever, and I can't thank his team enough. New Horizon Foot and Ankle, where innovation meets excellence.
NFL and NBA players.
Looking for a thrilling new experience in Louisville? Head over to Next Level Ranges, the city's newest high-tech gun range. Whether you're a pro or a beginner, we've got the perfect setup with state-of-the-art lanes, expert instructors, and a safe, welcoming atmosphere. Wrap up your shooting with a farm-to-table meal from Brass Social, or kick up your feet and relax in our exclusive members lounge. With personal lockers for your convenience, you'll feel right at home. Located just off Blankenbaker Parkway across from Lexus of Louisville and J-Town, Next Level Ranges, where precision meets passion. Visit nextlevelranges.com for more information. That's nextlevelranges.com.
Motorcycle accident? Call Sam Aguiar. Motorcycle crashes almost always result in serious injuries. First, it's important to get good medical treatment, and then get the right lawyer to deal with the insurance company. Call Sam Aguiar. Our lawyers care about bikers and will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. If you or someone you love has been injured in a motorcycle crash, help is just a call or click away. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar. 502-888-8888.
You work hard to build equity in your home, so why would you give that money to the real estate agents when you sell your home? At Edlin & Edlin, they know you deserve to keep more of that money.
It's a full service offering. The advantage is that we don't charge as much, even though you get full service. In the regular world, a realtor says that the commissions are 6%, and what we do is accept 1% as the listing agent and recommend you pay the buyer's agent 2.5%. The average home sale around here is around $300,000, so that's $7,500 more in your pocket at closing.
When Edlin lists your home, it immediately goes on all the places where buyers are looking for a home.
When I put a listing on the MLS, it is automatically shared with all the real estate apps. Zillow, Realtor.com, you name it. So all of that overhead in my business is gone. And what really should happen, prices should go down, the price of real estate services. And that's what we're reflecting in our commission structure.
So visit Edlin.com to start keeping more of your home's equity. That's Edlin.com, EDELEN.com.
Tune in Saturdays at 11 a.m. for the Worry-Free Retirement with Tony Walker. Get practical tips
Jeff
and
Brom,
straightforward
presser starts
strategies
now.
to
Our team will have a good week of practice. We'll get our guys ready to go. And sometimes when you face a loss, it's not very fun. You just learn from it quickly and pick up the pieces and move on. So that's what we're going to do, and try to come out and play as well as we can on Saturday morning.
Jeff, obviously injuries the past 2 weeks have been a really big thing. Which starters do you anticipate being out this week?
Chris Bell will be out, and then we'll try to get some other guys ready that are nicked up that we won't know till the end of the week.
It's always a strange week anyway. It's Thanksgiving week, so you have that holiday in there, and coming off that rivalry, how quickly do you just try and move through whatever happened at SMU and get on with it, or do you spend the regular amount of time going through that tape with players? How does that work?
No, we had a typical Sunday where we went over the mistakes that we felt we made and what we need to get better at. We didn't shy away from it. There were a lot of things on there that we could all done better. Now it's about getting our mojo back as we get going for this week and preparing really hard. And even though there's some new pieces out there, that happens every year to a certain extent. So whoever we have available needs to be ready to go and have a great week of practice, and we need to find a way to win with whoever we have on the field.
Jeff, with the injuries that you have had this season, how does this shape your thought process moving forward in terms of getting with Vince and with your roster constructions, like figuring you might need X, Y, Z in terms of depth? And do you know what I'm getting at? Like, just how has this season, the way this season has played out with the injuries and everything, formed how you might put the roster together going forward?
Well, every year's different. we had 2 early bye weeks. We played a lot of games in a row. Unfortunately, we've had quite a few guys get injured. The key we know behind closed doors is whoever our best players are at the beginning of the year, you got to try to keep them healthy all year. And that's a big – we strategically plan that. We work through it. We practice a certain way. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of key guys get injured, but they've all it happened during the game. So it's not because of the way we practice. We just unfortunately have had some key guys get injured. And to win against great competition, you need your best players on the field. And when they're not available, you have to have those next line ready to go. And we just got to continue to work through that. I think as you're building a roster, you got to use your resources properly to build your team, and you got to, use what you can to get that done. And sometimes you can't, getting 3, 4, 5 deep at certain spots is maybe not realistic. But we got to continue to recruit young talent, develop young talent, and just make sure we practice all of our guys year round like they're going to get ready to play, and they need to handle it that way themselves.
Jeff, what is the morale of the team? You have the losing streak going on. You've had so many injuries. Just what is the morale of the team, and how much could a win Saturday change all of that?
Well, anytime you lose, it's not fun. Excuse me. And especially when you lose a couple in a row, it's not fun, and it's not supposed to be. At this time last year, we had the same record that we have right now, and it's what you do with the games ahead of you. So we've got a good Kentucky team coming in that's won 3 of their last 4, that's playing well. They'll get a chance to play in front of our home fans and show what we're made of, and show how we can bounce back. And then you progress to the postseason play, and you try to put your best performance together there and finish the season strong. So it's up to us right now, how we handle that and how we move forward. But I expect our guys to practice well and play well.
Jeff, you talk about Kentucky and what you see specifically offensively with what they've done over the course of the last month or so, and maybe what's different.
Well, you can tell that, Cutter Boley is playing very well. He's playing confident. He's definitely got his feet in the ground, knowing what he's doing. He's got some mobility. He can spread the ball around. He can see the field. And really the offense runs through him. So he's somebody that we got to do a good job of and make sure that we disguise some things, put pressure on him, get after the quarterback. All those things have to happen. I think for us, we need our defense to defend him well, and we need our offense to step up and score points.
Jeff, I was curious if you expect maybe Miller Moss to be potentially available for this game, but even if he is, would you potentially roll out Deuce Adams out there again, even if Miller Moss is available?
Well, we're going to try to get Miller healthy. He's got an injury he had. We'll try to get him healthy. I could see multiple quarterbacks possibly playing again. Yes.
Jeff, when you go through so many injuries, as you talk about, how do you? It's one thing to have the next guy ready, and then when that's what everybody wants to have. But when it's the 3rd and 4th guy down the list that keep getting injured, how do you keep guys focused and keep guys ready to go in practice? Like say at running back, when the other day Sean was in the game and everybody else was injured. How do you kind of keep other guys ready and motivated?
Well, we are a little bit low than what we have been before. It is what it is. But you know what? Whoever's available and able to practice this week, we gotta practice, and we got to put in the work, and we got to work at it, and we got to put a plan together that utilizes our weapons as well as we can, and then we've got to be aggressive in how we attack. I think we're at a point where playing conservative, controlling the ball, playing good defense. We may need to crank that up a little bit and take some more chances and just allow these guys to go play.
It just feels like when you get in a situation, there's just no margin for error. If you have to settle for a field goal in the red zone, it's bad. And you didn't have that many penalties Saturday, but every one hurt you in some way. How much pressure does it put the guys that are just playing under that they don't, there's no Isaac Brown to kind of make something look better or something like that?
Well, creating big plays and quick strikes is important to winning a game. We have not been able to do that, and I think we have to figure out a way to come up with something to get us some easier touchdowns where we don't have to have long, sustained drives. At the same time, when we do, we've got to execute on third down. We can't have key penalties. Those things set you back, unfortunately. And then we have had some untimely things happen to us that have set us back and put us in a hole. So we got to dig ourselves out of it. We've looked at it, we've analyzed it, but we've still got to, we talked about it. We go over it. We just still got to continue to work through it and try to play a better game.
Go.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been Jason Marcus, baby. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. That was one Coach Jeff Brom. Before we get back into the nuts and bolts of the takeaways from his press conference, I want to take a second to give a huge shout out and special thanks to one of the most trusted members of the team. That would be one Kentuckiana Pump Sales, for every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience. Best service, fairest possible price. And it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call. 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Quick shout out to my friends over at the Grout Medical Louisville. Give them a call, 502-609-3900. They do regrouting, recaulking, cleaning, sealing, and tile repair and replacement. They have a customer-first mentality. And they do residential or commercial. So you're a business or for your home, it doesn't matter. No job too big, no job too small for them. Owners Jeremy Wheatley, Audrey, and Marty McGraw. Give them a call again for a free estimate, 502-609-3900, the Grout Medical Louisville.
What stands out in your mind, Steve?
Oh, well, Louisville's going to basically be playing their second string.
Is that your official
That's all there is to it, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, if Chris Bell's out, I don't think Colin Lacey's going to play. There's going to be no Isaac or Kewan. I mean, maybe we have Duke, but I think Duke's in question. The quarterback position, it sounds like we'll probably see Deuce and Miller-Moss. I mean, defensively, I mean, we don't know. Maybe we can get Watts back. I mean, Wesley Bailey. I mean, can we get him back? I tweeted this, and I fully believe it. I mean, this one has kind of turned into, if Mark Stoops can't beat Louisville this year, he will. I will go on record and say he will never beat Louisville again with Jeff Brom.
This press conference.
I mean, Louisville's rolling out a skeleton crew.
You're in official skeleton crew mode.
Yeah, I mean, you hear, and I think there may be a couple more names because, I mean, when you hear Coach Brom say, like, hey, just whoever can practice, we're gonna put together a team and we're gonna try to go out there and win. And they still may, which is how little faith I have in Kentucky. So I did hear, open it up, get it down the field. Yeah.
He did say that.
Yeah, just to tackle them. I mean, I think that's going to kind of be the game plan on Saturday, is just kind of let it rip.
And that's the only way you're going to have any fun for this last week.
Yeah.
Regular season.
Yeah.
Skeleton crew, opening up the offense. Early on, he did say we didn't shy away from any subject. So I did like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he opened up, I mean, quite a bit, though. I will say, I mean, give him credit. I mean, he told you about Chris Bell. I mean, he told you straight up, look, we don't have Chris Bell. We don't have, I mean, he said with the quarterbacks, look, we're going to try to get Moss healthy, and we're going to play them both, and that'll be that. You know, I mean, and we're just going to roll with those guys, you know, and see what we got. So, yeah, I mean, hey, just go out there and give it what you got.
Did you just become uninspired, Steve?
Yeah, it's like, go out there. Oh, no, look, I'm still like, hey, man, look, I mean, say what you want. I mean, it kind of, from a fan's perspective, kind of takes a little pressure off of you.
It takes a ton of pressure off.
I mean, so you're kind of like, yeah, I mean, go out there and let it rip, boys. See what you got. I mean, you know, and then we'll hit the portal. You know, I mean, you're going to play in a bowl game regardless. I mean, I know you're not going to not play in a bowl game. You get extra practice. You get some things. You
Get
know,
a lot of good extra practice in.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to not do that, but
what percentage do you think of this team returns? And like I said, you don't have to break it down into like players that you think are going to return. Just like kind of a general pie chart.
Well, I mean, when you look at it, I mean, you're losing a ton of guys to, help me out, to eligibility.
Yeah, just.
I mean, you know, Jabari Mack, JoJo Evans. I know we're not doing all but I mean, you know, Wesley Bailey, Renee Conga, Jordan Garrard. I mean, basically majority of, I mean, Pete Nigra, Chris Bell, Colin Lacey, Sylvester, like, you know, like you can go down, I'm just naming starters, you know. I mean, you're losing a ton, TJ Quinn, Antonio Watts. So if you're asking, though, who do I think after you push all those guys out and you say, okay, those guys are gone no matter what.
Okay.
My better answer would be the guys like Trayvon Holloway, Clev Lubin, who have another year. You want to get them back. You know, Isaac, you want to make sure Isaac is back, I think. And at that point, I mean, you're Stan Kwan and TJ Capers.
What theoretical changes do you think? Because, you know, we always talk about it, like how we talked about Coach Kelsey. You could tell by the schedule what gave him PTSD from last season, right? Is the season we got. What is going to be the PTSD off-season thing that you think Coach Brom just something we're going to notice about him where we're going to say, okay, last season made him do this?
Yeah. I mean, man, I don't think you'll ever see a year where we pay 3 running backs again.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I loved preseason talking about my running backs, and I bragged about my running backs, you know, it's like, but I don't know that you'll ever do that again.
So it goes back to kind of the conversation we had last year last week about the market just going down on running backs.
Well, I mean, think about this, and I'm totally just there is no real substance to what I'm saying here as far as, well, this is what they might do. But I mean, just Steve, I just say,
this is just you reading the tea leaves.
Yeah. I just say, I'm not paying. Duke and Kiwan almost have to be okay with what you're getting now.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no, and if you're not, then you're probably going to go. We're going to pay Isaac to stay. We have Wilder. We have Leaky Tompkins coming in. We're probably, you know, he's a 4-star guy. Wilder was a 4-star guy.
And I got a good running back coach. And I got a good running back coach.
Oh, a great running back coach.
Yep.
And then it's what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to go sign a veteran guy. You know, he may not be, he could be Isaac Garendo. You know, I mean, we signed Isaac just as he's just a vet,
backup
you
safety
know,
guy out of Wisconsin.
nobody thought Isaac was going to play.
Safety running back.
Yeah, I mean, going into the spring game, and then the spring game, you're like, oh, he's not bad. You know, he might get some run, and then he turned out to be awesome, or he might just be or he might be Don Chaney. You know, it could be, but I think they'll sign that type of guy, and you just say, okay, now we move on to other, to other places, and I think you'll see some depth offensively in the trenches. Because I don't think we have a ton of depth there. I think that's one of our biggest issues is a lot of places is somebody said, what was Wilder's injury? I'm not sure, but it happened in the Bowling Green game. That's all I know. Happened in the Bowling Green game. So, and he hadn't played since. But, and then you go and you look. Because right now,
so your answer first is you feel like he's going to step back on. His biggest PTSD move is to step back on the running backs.
Probably, yeah. I don't think you ever see.
I'll do it for you. It's all speculation. This is 100% speculation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you ever have a year where you pay that many running backs again. And you kind of say, okay, no. I mean, look, Isaac's worth it. Isaac's the type of guy that's worth it. That you say, okay, you give him some cash. That kid's good. He's one of the top 5 running backs in the country when he's healthy. Yeah, absolutely. Give me that guy all day. But the other ones, it's like, hey man, I mean, if you're okay with what you're getting, but if you want more, you're gonna have to look around. Because we'll bring Wilder back. He'll be healthy. We'll bring Tompkins back. He'll be healthy, and then we'll go sign a guy. Like I said, a vet guy. And that'd be our running back room, and we'll be okay with that. Young, fresh legs, and a stud at the top, and then maybe a vet to kind of get you around, and then from that, you spend more money on depth. I think. I mean, because right now, that was what I was saying a minute ago. One of our biggest issues is we don't have a ton of depth, and when guys get hurt. I mean, that's why you hear it now. Kind of
football is though. With NIL, it has.
I don't disagree.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
It has. What's the word? It has the regression of the mean. Like everybody's bell curve is a lot flatter.
I totally agree with that.
I
totally agree with that.
With second string,
but you have to almost pick and choose where.
Yep.
You're deep at. And I've saw this year, our skill players, when we were fully healthy, are fantastic. But I look at Coach Brom and say, I have seen this year you can't function in offense with a bad offensive line.
Yeah, listen, you said Isaac Brown, and even me, but this is me SMU mood, post SMU mood. I could sit here, Steve, and just say, I'm going all in on my lines on both sides, and I'll figure the rest out with my scouting.
Yep.
And if he would have said that in the press conference, and I had to have discussions, well, what about our playmaking positions? I'm like, listen, we can go find them anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to Jackson State. I mean, I got Colin Lacey from here. I'll put a couple of extra dollars or extra attention in the scouting department of scouting the lower schools for my playmakers. But I would 82.3% of my budget might be in the lines.
I wouldn't push back against it.
Man.
Of course, I'm going to still say if you've got a guy that's top 5 at his position, you pay that guy. But if you told me, no, we're going to sign a top 3 left tackle.
Yep, I'm going.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm just stealing.
Yeah, I need a center. I need a left tackle, and I need something else. I just cannot pay the running backs.
Yep.
I wouldn't fight you. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't fight you. I wouldn't. Well, it just can't be.
Also,
however, I do think now this I do feel comfortable saying. I do think that the plan is to keep Isaac.
Right.
And you know what I mean by keep Isaac. Like I can't speak on the other guys, but I do think the plan is to keep Isaac.
I would.
As far as
I would. Also, how about this one, Steve? You've seen the least athletic quarterback you will ever see under Brom for the rest of his life.
I don't disagree with that either. I think you do.
The least amount, listen, you can sleep when you lay your head down tonight. I want you to breathe easy because you will never have a quarterback not more athletic than Miller Moss ever.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I can't believe you didn't get that yard. I can't believe you didn't get that yard.
Yeah, and let me just say this right now.
That
like
was 4 games ago.
Don't even do the like I saw a text and I feel you, but you're just wrong on this one. Players are not opting out on this team. They're not.
Is that what
these dudes? No.
Is that the
yeah? But that can happen. That can happen, Marcus. But that's not the case on this one. That's not the case. Chris Bell's hurt. Like that's not the players are not opting out on this team. This is not that.
And I would first of all, shame on you if that's the narrative, because even if they were opting out, Chris Bell's a top 5 wide receiver in the country. There would be no shame in that. If Colin Lacey was opting out, I saw him come back. I saw how many times he played injured. I've seen him fight through injuries for this team. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he just tells you he's opting out, okay. But I think they deserve, these guys, these running backs. And listen, nobody was going to blame Duke Watson for redshirting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was out so long. I think if nothing else, this team has absolutely 100% earned the benefit of the doubt and the narrative. Because it's like, that's the kind of thing that'll, if I'm reading, I'll opt out of the bowl game just on principle of sitting around reading how many times I was supposed to be out and I didn't sit out.
Right.
Yeah. If nothing else, they did earn they earned the benefit of the doubt of being tough and being about their uniform. And I gave Coach Brom credit a lot of times because he's coaching. He kind of has an old school attitude, but he's coaching in a new school world and dealing with new school, personalities and getting them to still play old school, toughness and put it on the line. Like, don't lose sight of stuff like that.
Right.
Once you do, you're cheating yourself out of the experience.
Yeah, too many players. No, your point was right there, though. Too many players this year have played hurt. I mean, that's disrespectful to even consider. I mean, that with this team, if dudes were
prone to that kind of.
Yeah. If there was something this year that showed that, but we've had guys play hurt, man. I mean,
guys
really
look
hurt.
like they're out for the game and make it.
Yeah. That I wouldn't say that about this team. However, though, how about the fact that we're not? What's to say about Kentucky though that we're missing all these guys, and I'm still like, we might win the game.
What's the spread right now?
Well. It was Louisville -3. I don't know. That might change with Bell being out too, but
Louisville was still a 3-point favorite.
Yeah.
Quick commercial break. Last commercial break here on 93.9 The Ville. 99 The Ville.
Tune in Saturdays at 11 a.m. for the Worry-Free Retirement with Tony Walker. Get practical tips and straightforward strategies to help you navigate your way into and through retirement. That's Tony Walker Financial, Saturdays at 11 on 93.9 The Ville.
Finish your Christmas shopping early this year at mikescarwash.com. Now buy 4 washes and get 3 free on our top 3 washes. Purchase wash books online at mikescarwash.com or any of our 40 locations. Open daily at 7 a.m.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,400 off, plus get free delivery on select appliances like LG, America's most reliable line of appliances. Check out the newest LG refrigerator with new mini craft ice, straight from the dispenser. Shop Black Friday savings on select LG appliances, plus get free delivery now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid 11/5 through 12/3. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
This weekend at Genesis Diamonds, it's our Black Friday blowout sale on lab-grown diamond stud earrings. The most popular holiday gifts are now at an unbelievable price. Listen to this. 2-carat lab-grown diamond studs just $499. 3 carats only $799. Even a 4-carat pair of diamond studs just $999 at Genesis Diamonds. You've never seen certified diamond studs at prices like these. Other jewelers charge up to 4 times as much. Go ahead, look around. Trust us, this is the gift she'll love. Classic, timeless, something she can wear every day or for special occasions. Imagine her opening 4-carat diamond stud earrings for under $1,000. That's less than other stores charge for 2 carats. But don't wait. This incredible offer is limited to the first 40 customers at Genesis Diamonds. That's 2-carat stud earrings for $499, 3 carats for $799, and 4 carats for $999. Hurry in this Friday, Saturday, and Cyber Monday only. Genesis Diamonds. Your holiday starts here. Shelbyville Road Plaza. While supplies last, see store for details.
When outfitting your shop or garage with industrial storage, don't just keep up with the Joneses, straight up flatten them with Stronghold's American-made all-steel cabinets, workstations, and carts. They're obsessively overbuilt right here in Louisville to ensure that whatever you're storing and protecting stays that way. From tools and rigging to lateral rocket engines, take that, Joneses. Don't just hold, Stronghold. Shop right now at strong-hold.com.
Another summer has ended, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time, maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Tri-State Men's Health and get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Barnes Auto Service isn't just another repair shop. We're a cornerstone of the Louisville community. For over 40 years, the second-generation family-owned business has kept friends and neighbors safe on the road. With ASE-certified technicians and a 10,000-square-foot facility featuring 26 service bays, we deliver the expert care your vehicle deserves. Right now, ESPN Louisville listeners get 10% off any repair or service when you mention ESPN. Book online at barnesautoservice.com or call 502-966-8644 today. Barnes Auto Service. Family-owned, trusted, local.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com. You should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated. Will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Also, Windows, Citadel window installation. They now do windows. Take everything I said about Citadel Roofing and Construction and apply it to windows and installation. So Citadel Roofing and Construction and windows installation.
And also shout out to our friends over at Barnes Auto Service. Get over there. They've been in business for over 40 years here in the city of Louisville. And they're going to take care of you. Okay, just because you listen to this station, they're going to take care of you. If you go over there and you say, hey, I heard about this on ESPN Louisville, 93.9 The Ville, they're going to give you 10% off of whatever you need done. And here's the thing. They do everything that's not body work. As long as you don't need body work, the answer is yes. They can do it. So get over there, and they're going to back everything with a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty. On anything they do. So go check them out, barnesautoservice.com. Set up an appointment today.
Okay, let's drag yourselves out the doldrums of this football talk. You just beat Cincinnati, Steve.
Oh, you did.
In a nice road environment.
Oh, it was great.
I mean, it was home. It was a Louisville kind of takeover, but it's still a road game. It's still the unfamiliarity of the gym, the rims, just the managing the emotions of a team, nipping at you. You had some athleticism on the front line. You had a team that's with a good coach who scouted out some of Ali Khalifa's backdoor passing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, some I could deal with him not throwing. I'm like, I don't know why he hates made baskets, but
listen, people behind the scenes, I just couldn't help myself. If you were listening post game, I'm just like, Ali, we know you can pass. We know you can pass.
Yeah,
you don't have to be actually, I'm going to blame Coach Kelsey on this one. As soon as you ran around talking about Egyptian magician, look, you raised an animal with this pass.
Yeah.
Ali Khalifa under the basket. I need to count that as a bucket or a foul.
I know.
When you get the ball underneath the basket.
Yeah. I agree.
For Michael Brown's numbers alone, you have to be able to just score an easy shot. And Steve, you made the best point too. Like, listen, I'm nitpicking. I'm having fun nitpicking at this stuff first because there's so much good to talk about. But when you said this to me, Steve, you said, Man, he made that basket so much harder than it had to be.
I know. Like, why?
Sananda.
Why didn't you just go up with it?
Sananda, I watched you get a rebound off one leg and flick it back up backhanded. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I know. It's like, why did you turn your body in the air, man?
Yeah, I didn't know, Steve, if that was agile and athletic or mental. Well, I mean, I guess that was really nice. It's just like,
No, I do. And again, my team is, I might have the best team in the country, so I hate them. I hate everything about them.
That's what you do.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, the bigs, I'm like, yeah, find a little easier way to score. All right. Like, you know what I did like? I did like Sananda Frew, all jokes aside. The one time he just said, no, man, look, I've got a 6'8" guy on me. I'm going to back him down. He backed him down up under the rim, made a play, and went up and scored an easy basket. I like my bigs to be that.
I need
like
Mike drills out of him, Steve.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. But, like, I don't like Terrence Edwards having to back a guy down from midcourt. I love when my big gets the ball down there and says, oh, no, this is going to be a slow, painful death for you, sir. We're going to make our way to the middle, right where I want to be, and go up and score. It was like, I did love that. He does keep getting better. And I like that he can finish around the rim. I mean, at least, he did finish. While albeit I wish he could have made it a little easier. I mean, the ball does go in the basket.
Yeah, and I want to make sure, like, they still, like, Michael is going to keep, like, you got to keep force feeding him the ball, especially in games like tonight. We got to force feed the big the ball. They got to get comfortable scoring the gimmies.
I'll tell you what, though, man.
Go ahead.
I left that game, and I mean, God, there's so much. We'll get so much more into this tomorrow because there's so much to talk about in this game, and we'll see them again tonight and stuff. I left that game with two things. We're going to beat a lot of teams because they don't have Michael and Ryan. Like, we're that team this year where it's going to be like, yeah, we just ain't got those two guys. They're just too good. And the other thing was watching Kenai Roos starting to find his role and buy into his role, and Kobe and Adrian backing that up, and just those three finding their we are defensive guys that are going to score when we can. And that's dangerous, man, because that's three dudes right there that, I mean, they're sacrificing a lot to say we're defensive guys. I mean, Adrian Woolley could be, and I think Adrian Woolley may be a guy that at the end of the year, ends up with a decision to make. Maybe goes back and the NIL is worth it to come back for another year, And if he does, I think you'll get to see a little more offensive explosion from Adrian Woolley. But on this team, that kid is really sacrificing points to be what the team needs him to be. And that's just the dog that he is defensively. I mean, he's everywhere. He moves the basketball offensively. He is accepted. He's in position. We're not putting him Woolley right now.
Okay.
But we're not, but the same could be said for Kenai. But Woolley right now specifically for me is, I mean, we could be putting him in the same position as Ryan Conwell. Now, I'm not saying he's as good necessarily, but I mean, we could be running him off screens for threes and doing things. He's getting the garbage buckets, man. I mean, he's finding ways to score. He has accepted that. Kenai Roos has accepted that role. That's unheard of, man.
I know.
To have guys like that.
I would usually be leading that charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would usually be leading that charge, but just for the sake of this conversation, because that's what I was thinking that at first, and then I was thinking, I always go back to you and I having that conversation with Shane Bohannon about why didn't Rick let you do this or that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said he does, and we all thought it was coach that was holding him back from doing all this other stuff he's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
When I watch Woolley, nothing stops him from going to the basket, but he doesn't force it, right?
Right.
So if he can get to the basket, I don't ever see him look bashful about attacking. You know, I don't.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think coach is like, if you can do it, do it. But if you can't do it, don't do it. And I think you see with Conwell, he's showing you, I can do it. And it's going to be successful. And my percentages of getting it done are just going to be higher than everybody's because I'm better.
But I just mean more, think of all the places Woolley could be.
Okay.
Where they would call the plays
Yep.
that he gets that Conwell gets, you know, and I mean, that kid hasn't blinked an eye.
So you mean like just coming by here or coming to Louisville with the talent around him at the guard position like that's a major sacrifice.
That's a major, and then actually buying into it, because it's one thing to do it and be like, oh yeah, well we're just gonna have a bunch of good dudes, and then you actually see it happening, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, well I'm not really happy here. Like he does not give that vibe at all. I mean, and again, Kanai's another guy. I mean, you know, you hear all this, oh man, it's gonna be the year he's breaking out, he's gonna do this, his sophomore year he's gonna do this, and then you're being asked to, nah, man, be the defensive guy. You know,
is Kanai fast, Steve? I can't tell because his body's so
big.
gangly.
Yeah, I know he's so big. That's hard to tell.
I see him running up that sideline, and I'm like, son, if you busted up that sideline, you're gonna have a first step on a lot of people. It's gonna be some tall people guarding you that might not be able to keep up with you. Like,
yeah.
And Steve, he might be running as fast as all get out.
I know.
But he just looks like he's one step slower than he should be.
Sure.
But I think he's capable of being fast.
But, you know, I think that goes back to, like, while it was fun watching him score 18 and it was fun watching him be that in the first couple games, I mean, I'll give Lieberman credit on it. He was like, yeah, I like that. But he's like, that's not realistic for the rest of the year for him. He's got to find a role. What is he? And then you see Kentucky in a couple games and you're like, man, you know, I'm looking at Lieberman like, man, maybe you're right. He is, I don't know if he's going to make it. And then, like, Lieberman was the first one to call me on Friday night and say, that's it. That's it. He bought in. He found the role. That's what he's going to be. Because I'm telling you right now, he changed that game. I don't care what the stat book says. He changed that game completely. Everywhere. He was long, he was swiping, he was stunting, he was coming off of screens, you know what I'm saying? Defensively, he was making passes hard, he was making shots hard on Cincy. There was a specific run in the second half where if you go back and you're statting this thing like a coach would stat it, not like a normal stat line. Yeah.
The ESPN.
There's probably 12 plays in a row. The coach will go, hey, can I wait? Okay, way to be over there, man. Way to do that. Okay, here we got this. All right, can I? Way to be right there. You did that. Like,
you discouraged the penetration right there.
Yes, exactly. I mean, how many times there was one time Kenai Roos under the basket. He's kind of in his help side. He literally comes over, the kid with the dreads. He stops a drive. He gets back to the middle, X's out to the corner, closes out on a shot on the other side. They miss. We get the rebound, and we're taking off. I'm like, that's an A++ defensive possession, what he just did right there. And kudos to the rest of the team, because everybody else doing their part makes it, one guy makes a Coach Lieberman always says this, though. He's like, great defensive plays happen when a mistake happens. That's how you get a great defensive play a lot of times, because somebody is makes, if Steve makes a mistake on the perimeter, Marcus comes through, cleans it up, or comes through with some kind of a great defensive play usually is off of a mistake somewhere. Go
ahead.
No, that was it. I'm just
one of my favorite moments, because of course I watched the game a couple of times. One of my favorite moments from the game was when Case and Pryor tried to shoot on the pick and roll, and it was him and Kobe Rogers, and he fouled, right? And
he did.
He fouled, and
hard too.
Yeah, and Kobe Rogers just went to him like, "Hey, don't shoot for that. Like, I got him. I got him right here. We had him where he wanted." And I just love the communication because Case and Pryor just looked at him. He's like, "I got you." But then again, it's still funny because I'm like, Case and Pryor knows in the back of his mind, I'm just not going to shoot when Kobe's on the guy. But if there's another guy that thinks they're going to not get tested,
I know.
He's going to test everyone's pick and roll. You know what he reminds me of? Troy Jackson. Remember I always tell you Troy Jackson was the expert. He is the best picker of a crossover in history because he knew every guard just wants to make me fall on a crossover, Marcus.
Yeah.
And he's just like every single time. He just sits there.
Yeah.
Troy, go ahead.
Well, you call it shoot. I mean, we use the terminology blitz, same thing.
Right.
And it was for that, but that's another thing, man. I mean, when and here's the thing, to blitz a screen, you have the okay from coach. That's one of those things where you almost have to have the okay.
Yep.
Because if you're out there doing that, and you don't, but it's funny because Kaysen is so, because I know the exact play you're talking about. Kaysen is so long, it does feel like sometimes he just kind of makes the decision for himself.
Yep.
And honestly, I'm okay with having a guy like that.
Yes, and
because how many years have we said we need a guy that will just say, "Nah, to hell with you, coach. I'm doing this because I need to." I'm here.
And Kobe's gonna have to appreciate that too at some point. Like, hey, Kobe, he's quick enough and long enough to have that ball out of that guard's hand, and you know how it calms a guard down if he's worried about this guy actually reaching.
Yeah, man.
Point being, Steve, get some shout outs.
Yeah. We'll really get into because there's a lot.
And they
with
play
this
tonight.
Basketball team. They play tonight. I mean, and we'll get into this a lot deeper tomorrow too. Speaking of deeper, let me give a shout out to my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. Get over there and check them out. TriStateMen'sHealth.com. Take that low T quiz. 10 questions, 2 minutes, yes or no answers, and they will get you taken care of. Listen, if you're one of the 50% of men over the age of 50 that's dealing with erectile dysfunction, don't let that steal your joy this holidays, man. Listen, the holidays, we're supposed to be happy, excited, feeling good. And you don't want something like not being able to perform with your significant other kind of bringing a little negativity down on this joyful season, So listen, talk to